This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Condors and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week. Do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Condors offense will have first crack at this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. On the option. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Shakes off the defender. Spins away from the defense.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And it'll be the Condors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The option look. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they decide to try out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the Florida Gators offense will now get its first chance with the football. There's Tramell Jones Jr., a freshman out of the state of Florida. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Jones to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Jones wants to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires quickly. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him, and they got him.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. Hauls it in at the 25. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Jones. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wilson open on the right side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! A great catch and run for 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Now on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. They want to run it left here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's right. Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Gives it on the option. Maybe a crease. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Condors line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. Nice move there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And it'll be the Condors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. They'll give it to Ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got an open man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Gators trying to cash it in on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They boot it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some...
Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down across the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Condors have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air. It's right. Trying to get rid of it.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Condor! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the move. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the 2nd quarter. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And it'll be the Condors will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff for Ball. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll try to run with Ball. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping.
The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Hands it off on the counter. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Condors have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's right. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. bootleg, wants to toss it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Gators sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Jones to throw. Catch in the middle, it's ball. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's a give the ball. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Touchdown, Gators! And the punishment has been extended. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Back to throw, it's right. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
There's a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stevens. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Makes the grab on 3rd. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Face mask.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, Matt, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running inside, it's Stevens. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense in press coverage. They go right back to him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Stevens. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And it'll be the Condors will punt this one away. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Jones to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. The throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here's the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Stevens. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. big win here and starting the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team,